Am I the a-hole for locking the office fridge after someone kept stealing my lunch? I, 34 male, work in a small office with about 10 people. We share a communal kitchen, including one fridge. Over the past month, my lunch has been stolen 5 times. Not just random snacks, entire homemade meals I bring from home, gone without a trace. It's not just frustrating, it's expensive and messes up my day. I mentioned it a couple times in the group chat, like, "Hey, someone's been taking my lunches. Please stop." Everyone either ignored it or sent vague messages like, "Ugh, that sucks," or "Some people are the worst," but no one took responsibility. So I bought a mini fridge and put it under my desk. Nothing fancy, just enough to hold my meal and a drink. I also put a little lock on it just for extra peace of mind. Since then, no more stolen lunches. Well, last Friday, one of my coworkers, I'll call her Dana, 29 female, confronted me during lunch and said it was weird and selfish that I had a personal fridge. She said it made me look paranoid and not part of the team. I said I was tired of my food being stolen, and this was the only solution that worked. She said I should have just brought stuff I wouldn't care about losing, like snacks or microwave meals, if I was so worried. A couple of others have now made little comments like, "Don't let him see your lunch, he might lock it up," or "We get it, you're special." I'm starting to feel like the weirdo in the office just for protecting my stuff. Am I the a-hole for locking up my lunch instead of letting this keep happening?
Am I the a-hole for bringing a meat-based product to my vegan friend's dinner? I, 22 female, was invited to a group dinner hosted by my friend Hannah, 23 female, who's vegan. In the message, she said, "It would be awesome if you all could bring plant-based dishes so everyone can try everything." I didn't think it was a rule. I saw it more like a suggestion. I am from Chile, and my friends love our food, so I decided to bring empanadas de pino, non-vegan, and sopapillas con pebre, which are vegan. I made sure to put a visible tag that showed the vegan and non-vegan food. She didn't try none of the dishes I brought. At the dinner, Hannah looked really upset and later texted me that I was really disrespectful for bringing animal products into her home. I apologized, but I also didn't think it was that big of a deal since I didn't force her to it, and I brought a food that she could also eat. Also, mind you, we've already eaten non-vegan food there plenty of times, so I would have never guessed it would be such a problem. So, am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for breaking up with my boyfriend after he chose our supposed future kids over me? Make sure you like and watch till the end. I, 21, female, have been dating my 22 male boyfriend for 4 years now. We recently started talking about our future together, and the kids issue came up. He has known for a long time now that I've always been iffy about kids. He, on the other hand, insists that he likes kids and would like to have them in the future. This issue has often caused a massive strain on our relationship, but we've chosen to cross that bridge when we get there. So this past Saturday, the issue cropped up and the conversation turned into a sore argument. My boyfriend said that living without kids would make his life pointless, and he feels like he would resent me in the future if I made him do that. I listened to his argument, and it made sense. After all, we're both young and have some more time before we get there. So naturally, I'd assume that maybe I'd change my mind in the future and we'd be able to have those kids. I shared these sentiments with him, to which I got a positive response. But here's where things got heated. After I told my boyfriend that it would also be kind of unfair to force myself into having kids if I'm not prepared, he suddenly changed the tone and said he would have no choice but to dump me for someone that would give him kids. This came as a surprise because I had assumed that he only wanted kids with me and would also try and view things from my perspective. I felt so bad because I expected the same support I had shown him when he told me he would resent me for not having them. I explained my disappointment, to which he said that he was equally disappointed at me for being selfish. I got mad and broke up with him then. We haven't talked since then. So, am I the a-hole for leaving?
Am I the a-hole for telling my husband I already knew that he cheated on me? Make sure you like and watch till the end. A week and a half ago, I was on his phone to order something on Amazon. There was a notification from a number I didn't recognize. I clicked on it, and there were months' worth of flirty texts, inappropriate pictures, and she even asked him to come to her apartment a few times. I knew I couldn't stay with him because he was a cheater, obviously, but I couldn't break things off immediately. We have 3 kids together, a 5-year-old, a 1-year-old, and a 2-month-old. I don't want him to get the kids, but we signed a prenup because he had some money he wanted to protect. I was scared that a judge would give him custody because he can afford to take care of them better, but the prenup had a clause where it's dissolved if he's unfaithful. I wasn't going to do anything crazy. I just wanted to find a lawyer before mentioning anything to him. But yesterday he told me about the cheating and apologized. I told him I knew about it already. He got mad at me for not telling him sooner. He told me that I'm ruining our family by keeping secrets from him. Like, okay, hypocrite much? But anyways, now I'm also wondering if I should forgive him since he came clean. I still want our kids to grow up normal. I don't want a broken home for them. If he was willing to tell me and to apologize, could we still make things work? Am I the a-hole for not telling him I knew sooner? And would I be the a-hole if I still divorce him after he told me about it? Thanks for listening till the end.
Am I the a-hole for telling my daughter that her mom cheated on me when my daughter said my new girlfriend looks like an OnlyFans chick? Make sure you like and watch till the end. I'm using a throwaway account and fake names for obvious reasons. I, 49 male, got divorced from my wife Emily, 49 female, because she cheated on me with multiple men. We have a son and a daughter. Our son Nick, 22 male, has always been closer to his mom, and our daughter Skylar, 19 female, has always been closer to me. Not knowing why we got divorced, the kids took their mom's side. I recently started dating Lisa, 54 female. She has a fun personality, she's smoking hot, and she dresses very fun. When I introduced Lisa to my kids, Nick took a liking to her while Skylar looked annoyed. Days later, Skylar said that Lisa looks like an OnlyFans chick. If you knew Skylar, you would be shocked that she would use that as a way to insult another woman. I told her that her mom Emily was the one who cheated on me, and that I met Lisa after the divorce. Skylar just said, "Oh," and she got quiet. But the next day, my ex-wife Emily confronted me. I reminded her that I never promised to keep her cheating a secret. She said that I implied that it would be a secret based on the fact that I never said whether or not I would tell our kids. Am I the asshole? Something of an update since I posted. Even though my daughter is in her bedroom, in my house, I messaged her because she said she doesn't want to see anyone. She sent me a very, very long message she had written beforehand. In the message, my daughter admitted that her mom and her maternal aunt said those kinds of things about Lisa. She said she's embarrassed that she repeated those awful things. She said she thought that I was the one who cheated on her mom. She said she thought I had cheated on her mom with Lisa. She said she's not mad at me. She said she's mad at her mom. She said Lisa seems like a wonderful woman. She said she wants to talk about this face to face, but not anytime soon. She said she'll tell me when she's up to talking about it face to face, when she thinks she can do it without crying. Thanks for listening till the end. Who do you think is the a-hole?
Am I the a-hole for telling my neighbor she should check her husband and not me? Make sure you like and watch till the end. I'm deep cleaning my house when my neighbor shows up at my doorstep. She introduces herself, which is fine since she's new to the neighborhood, but then she drops a bombshell. She says I make her feel uncomfortable. I'm taken aback since we've never spoken before, and I've lived here for 13 years with no issues. When I ask what I'm doing to make her uncomfortable, she says it's the way I dress while cleaning, and her husband has been watching me from their window. I look down at my outfit, a sports bra and shorts, and ask if that's what she's referring to. She confirms it. I'm confused and tell her maybe she should be concerned about her husband's behavior and that I'm not bothering anyone in my own home. I suggest she should check her husband because that's weird behavior. She gets mad and wants to cause a scene. Am I the a-hole? Does anyone else find this situation weird? I should add that I do have curtains blocking most of my windows, but I like a small gap for natural light, which I think is how her husband has been seeing me. Update since I posted. I've notified some of my neighbor friends about the situation, so everyone is pretty much on guard, and my husband will be home this weekend. I've made a police report and reached out to their landlord, and all is calm for now. She did approach another neighbor about me and how I was rude to her. But I have yet to even see her husband other than when he is getting in his car. But I see her constantly, and she is always staring. Thank you everyone for the advice. I truly appreciate it. Thanks for listening till the end. Who do you think is the a-hole?
Am I the a-hole? My husband gave me a warning tap, and I called it abuse? Make sure you like and watch till the end. As I am writing this, I am laying in bed with my mom. She's helping me gather my thoughts for some other opinions. I, 24 female, and my husband, 30 male. We've been together for 3 years and married for 1. About a week ago, my husband and I got into an argument over his phone, which he had misplaced. I was in the shower when he lost it, and when I came out, he was throwing a fit over it. He was like, "Where did you put it? Have you seen it?" Angrily yelling and snapping. I said I hadn't touched it and I needed to get dressed. My husband was standing in the doorway, looking behind the door, so I couldn't open it. I said, "Hello, move please." Apparently, my tone was rude because my husband turned around and shoved me into the room. I was like, "Okay, you need to calm down. I can help you look, but I gotta get dressed." He tells me to hurry up. I snap back, "I'm not gonna hurry up. It isn't my effing fault." My husband turned around and hit me on my mouth with the back of his hand. It didn't even really hurt, but I was appalled. He called it a warning tap because of my attitude. I left right then and there. I called my mom and came over. I haven't left. My brother took me over the next day to get a few things. My husband asked me if all this really necessary, and I said, yeah, it is when you abuse your wife. He was so stricken that I called it abuse. He screamed at me for it. He said I can ruin his career if I use that word. I know that I can, and I know that he didn't even hurt me, but that's how I feel. He sent me several texts threatening to divorce me if I use that word again, or try to hurt his career by saying it's someone important. Am I the a-hole for saying this, potentially citing this, and potentially ruining his career? Thanks for listening till the end.
Am I the a-hole for forcing my son to give me half of his income? Make sure you like and watch till the end. I won the lottery, $1,000 a day for life. I'm 58. My son is 19. I went to him and told him that I wanted to make a deal. I would give him the ticket. In return, he would give me half of the money until I die. Then he gets all the money. He said he needed to think about it. He came back and said it wasn't really fair for me to want half. He said that I could live another 40 years, that he might need the money more, and that I should take 20%. I said I would think about it. I signed the ticket and claimed the lump sum. I'm seeing a lawyer to set my son up for life. His education will be paid for. When he gets older, he will be able to purchase a home for free, basically. A trust fund will be set up so he gets a good amount of money for the rest of his life. Now he is pissed that I went back on my offer. I thought I was being smart, but I didn't realize how greedy he was. He also told my ex about the money, and she is pissed that I'm not giving her anything. We have been divorced for years. I owe her nothing. So, am I the a-hole for doing this? Thanks for listening till the end.
Am I the a-hole for getting mad at my girlfriend when she pointed a weapon at me? Make sure you like and watch till the end. We were visiting a good friend of mine when he moved out of state. He brought me to his bedroom closet to show me an AR-15 and handgun he purchased after moving. I handled both guns after checking they were unloaded, and I knew they were safe. My girlfriend walks into the room and he hands the AR-15 to her. She does not check it to affirm it is indeed clear. And the first thing she does is point it directly in my face. I slapped the barrel down and said, "What the f*** are you doing?" in an aggressive tone. She then handed my friend his rifle back and stormed out of the room. She didn't like the fact I aggressively chastised her for ignoring basic gun safety. She told me, "You didn't have to talk to me like I'm stupid," and didn't understand my point wasn't to make her feel stupid, but that action is dangerous, especially since she was not in the room to witness it being checked for live ammunition, and she did not check the gun herself. Am I wrong for aggressively chastising her, or should I have been nicer? Thanks for listening till the end. Am I the a-hole for lying to my wife that I'd forgive her cheating? Make sure you like and watch till the end. When me and my wife first started dating, we had to talk about cheating. I straight up lied and said, if this ever happens, I need to know straight away. If you tell me and it only happens once, I think I could forgive you. Fast forward 5 years later and we are married. A couple nights ago, she came up to me and asked if I remember our talk. I said which one. We had a lot of talks like that. These then reminded me of the cheating talk and confessed she slept with a coworker at a recent company party. I was mortified. I packed my stuff and left. She begged me to stay. I couldn't. I needed to cool down. We talked yesterday and she again reminded me of our talk early on. I laughed and said that I never intended to forgive her, and I only said that at the time to make sure she confessed if it ever happened. I'm still planning on divorcing her. Nothing can change my mind about that. But my wife said what I did was manipulation. Was I the asshole for lying about forgiving her? Thanks for listening till the end.